Okay, we've got to do an update on the attack by ETs or UFOs or Men in Black, whatever is going on there. We've got to do an update on the Peru situation. So get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like, please subscribe, share on social media, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Okay, we actually have some more information today. We have an article from MSN and The Sun. We have video of the incidents happening, and not the actual attacks, but the aftermath. And we also have a video of a being. So yeah, let's go over it all. Let's go over it all. All right, this is from MSN. The terrified villagers in a rural district of Alto Nene, northeast of Lima, Peru, claim they are under attack by 7-foot-tall armored aliens that bear a striking resemblance to the Green Goblin from Spider-Man. According to the locals, these ETs have large heads with yellowish eyes, and they have been launching nightly attacks on the community since July 11th. One alarming incident involved a 15-year-old girl who was reportedly grabbed from behind and had her neck cut when she resisted, which is just so strange to me. To me, that seems more human than alien, but, you know, okay. Who knows? The community members are living in fear, unable to sleep peacefully due to the constant threat. The allegations have been made by members of the U.F.O indigenous people who have described the aliens as being immune to their hunting weapons. The villagers are now urging the Peruvian military to intervene and protect them from these interstellar intruders. They claim that the aliens wear protective armor and have unique floating abilities, using round-shaped shoes with a red light on the heel. So is that how they levitate? As with these special shoes that have the red light? I don't know. Community leader, I'm going to mispronounce that name, but there it is. Avila, I'm just going to go with the last name. I think I can say that more or less right. He stated, "These gentlemen are aliens. They appear to be armored like the Green Goblin from Spider-Man. I shot one of them twice and he wasn't injured. He rose and disappeared. We're very frightened about what's happening here in our community." And there are, various people that have fired at these things to the same effect. So this isn't just some, cartel guys trying to muscle in on somebody's territory or something like that people are saying. These are people or beings with high technology. They can levitate, they can, absorb bullets or deflect bullets. So we're dealing with either ETs or else, the control group or some similar body that has access to this high technology. The villagers have taken matters into their own hands by conducting night patrols to hunt down the alien attackers. They have requested military presence from the authorities, but reaching the remote community from Iquitos City requires a challenging 10-hour river trip. Some villagers have likened the aliens to Pelecaros, strange beings believed to feast on human fat and organs. That doesn't sound pleasant. Authorities have visited the area and toured the village perimeter, including the location of the alleged attack on the teenager. However, it is unclear if any evidence was found to support the villagers' claims or if the government plans to deploy military personnel to the area for an extended period. The Quito community, according to a 2017 national census, comprises approximately 1,350 people. The situation remains tense as the villagers seek protection and answers amid the unexplained attacks by these mysterious and seemingly impervious aliens. And here is the article from The Sun, Alien versus Predator. Cops probe claims villagers being terrorized by predator-style aliens after a girl has neck slashed by mystery beast. And here she is, and I'll show a video of that in a minute. Yeah, it's crazy. Here's pictures of, the soldiers investigating. The claims have been made by members of the Iquito indigenous people in the rural district of Alto Nene. northeast of Lima, and they claim a girl 15 was attacked by one of the monsters, which slashed her neck. Hunters have reportedly fired on the creatures with their guns, which are said to be immune to human weapons. The beings also allegedly can disappear at will. So again, we're not talking about the cartel unless they have some really high tech. Theories range from the outlandish, such as them being real aliens or creatures from folklore, to the more mundane. It has been suggested the beings could be drones covered with cloth and masks to scare the locals by illegal miners in a Scooby-Doo type scheme. Skipping ahead a little bit, it's covering a lot of the same information as the other article, but here's, it says, another man is reported to have been wounded in the head by the aliens. Community leader Avila said in no uncertain terms he believes the beings are from outer space. And the villagers have set up patrols to try and hunt down the intruders with shotguns. And I've heard that after being fired upon, the beings will vanish in their ships. I mean, they can just vanish. They can just, become invisible, but they also take off in their ships. So apparently there are ships, is what the locals are saying. Yeah, so it goes on talking about a lot of the same information. But let's go over to the video of the locals, and I've made this go on English subtitles, so we'll just have to read along, and if my head is blocking this, I'll try to read it out loud.
Recientemente, los vecinos de esta zona han denunciado que
they have denounced that they are being attacked by a group of strange beings that stalks them at night. They wear these shoes. They have a round shape like a saucer that rises from there. 1 meter high, walks and has red lights on the heel part as her head is long. The mask that is, here's the 15-year-old girl who was attacked by a blade by one of these beings, which is, if that's true, that's the first time I've ever heard of a blade being used by a non-human.
Fue cortada en el cuello con un arma blanca. Pese a que han intentado defenderse con armas de fuego, los pobladores refieren que es...
Anyway, I think that's kind of annoying to watch it in this format, but you can just see, the media coverage. Yeah, I hope there's more English language coverage of this, but you can see they're hunting the aliens or the whatever they are. It's just crazy. Just crazy. And here they are tending to the poor girl. They have her face blurred out. They've blurred out some of the people's faces involved. And of course, if she's a minor, it makes sense. But just a crazy case, guys. What do you think is going on? What is all of this? Yeah, and here we have an excellent report from the Nerd Report. I encourage you to go watch his full video. But there is a video of a being, an actual being. There's video of this being in the same area. It's unclear if this is a hoax, if this is a fake. The people that are responding to this being, the people that took the video, seem very sincere and very freaked out. And as Nerd Report points out, they're responding exactly the same way as the villagers are responding to these silver armored beings with the yellow eyes that float above the ground. So, whether this is one of those beings or is there in response to what is going on, or if it's all a hoax, it's unclear. But let me know what you think of this purported video of one of the beings, or a being, perhaps I should say, from the series of incidents.
They're telling you to leave us alone.
Just kind of hanging out in the window.
And then now I see a shadow over here. You piece piece of crap. Get the hell out of here.
Dogs going crazy. Everybody's freaking out.
It's still there. It's still there. The dog's there, just like the other videos.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh my God, this is crazy. Look at that. Look at that.
Okay, there is some close-ups of this creature. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this guy. I mean, it almost looks like a possum or something, honestly, but I don't think it is. So, and here's some other, where did it go? Yeah, here we go. We have some still shots of this thing. I don't know, guys. So is this one of the beings that was in the silver suits out of its silver suit? Could the beings in the silver suits be the baddies, and this is a good guy coming to check out what's going on and to help the locals? Are the beings in the silver suits hunting this being? You know, maybe the guys in the silver suits are the control group, the men in black hunting down aliens, as we have seen in the Maje Brazil case, where the control group shot 2 UFOs out of the sky and then hunted the surviving beings down in the jungle with high-tech sci-fi type gear. Is that, you know, like a reverse predator, right? You know, they're saying this is the predator. Well, that was the reverse predator. Very sad, actually. They were executing these poor live beings, who were more possibly Nordic type beings. They were described as human looking and very tall. We don't have any other additional information about the beings in that incident, in the Maje Brazil case. In Peru, you know, they're encased in this silver armor or the silver suit. So it's hard to, you know, we don't know what they look like unless this is one of them. This is more of a gray type alien. Is this, if that's what we're looking at? I mean, here that looks like the face, but I can almost kind of see a face there. And yeah, I mean, that could even be more of a other dimensional being. I don't know, guys. This is a crazy case. This is a crazy case. There's, you know, still breaking information about all of this. I am still trying to gather information on this, but whatever is going on, it does not appear to have a mundane cause. I'm not going to pause there. Yeah, we're not talking about a cartel trying to muscle in on some territory wearing some Scooby-Doo masks. These are people or beings that have high technology and that are possibly deliberately trying to terrorize the locals for some reason. Could this be a Psyop? Is this the false flag alien invasion that, you know, Stephen Greer and many, many others going back to Von Braun have promised us over the years? Well, you know, anything's possible. Everything's on the table as far as I can tell. We just don't have enough information at this point for at least me to reach a determination on this. If your gut instinct says that this is a psyop, then hey, you know, maybe it is. I don't know. We just don't have enough information, I don't believe, to make any sort of final determination on this case. These beings are wearing silver suits and silver armor, so we can't know what they look like, or at least how they present themselves outside of their suits. We don't know what their agenda is. We know they're terrorizing people. Why are they terrorizing people? What is their goal? What are they after? It would actually make sense if they were hunting down these other beings, like in the video, or if there was some sort of conflict between the silver beings and the other beings, if that's what's going on. Or it could be that the other being caught on video is simply the silver guys outside of their suits. I will be very interested to see what the U.S. reaction is to this, the control group. And in the Brazil cases, all the three big ones that we know about, Virginia, Magé, and the other one, the Lance Corporal Weigand case, the U.S. military and the control group were heavily involved and possibly even instigators in those events. They may have brought all three of those ships down. So what response will they take here? In the Colares case, a very fascinating case that I talked about previously yesterday, and if you're not familiar with that, I highly recommend that you go seek it out. It does not seem like there was any U.S. involvement or response to what was going on there, unless, of course, it was the control group doing that all along, and it was actually human perpetrators, sending beams to attack people and causing anemia in people and even death. So, was that a human cause? Was that a non-human cause? In any case, it does not seem as though the UFO control group took any overt action in the Colares case. Will they take an overt action in this case? That will be very interesting to learn. If they don't take action, what does that mean? Does it mean it's them all along? It's the control group in the silver suits doing some sort of psyop, or maybe a test for a future false flag alien invasion? Trying to work out the kinks before they unleash it on the U.S. or whatever. Is that what's going on? Or possibly it's truly non-humans perpetrating this in Peru, and the control group knows exactly who's doing it and why, and they have a hands-off policy with that particular race. Or perhaps they don't know who's doing it, and out of a sense of caution, they are not getting involved. Or the beings they are working with, or if they are still working with beings, have cautioned them not to get involved. Here is one of the witnesses talking about the incident. I'm going to translate it into English. There's subtitles. You can read along with me if my big head isn't blocking it. 3 weeks that there is terror, uncertainty, tremendous concern, and the collaboration because we are suffering attacks from those strange beings that many times it is not being able to. We don't know precisely who they are. We only know they walk. They do not step on land. She and I were shot at. He had shot at, but without any result. They did not. Yeah, okay, so the translating feature on this thing isn't great. But he says they do not step on land, so they float. They are shooting at these things without effect. They are being terrorized every night. What is going on with this case? I really don't know, guys. If you have any insight or information, if you have some links to some sources that are potentially on the ground and that are analyzing this right now, I would be very interested to learn more. But as of now, that's all the information I have. This is still an ongoing series of events in Peru where people are being attacked and terrorized by these beings for no particular purpose that we know of. We don't know what their agenda is, why they are doing this, whether it's, the men in black or some other, human, entity, or whether it is non-humans doing this. Whoever is doing it, they must have a reason for doing it. What is that reason? What do they hope to gain out of it? In the Colares case, they were using beams to attack people, and they seem to be getting something out of those people, rendering those people with anemia. So what is the case in this instance? What are these beings, whoever they are, human or otherwise, getting out of it? What is their agenda? If you guys have any clues, please let me know in the comments below. But we are still very much in the fog of war on this one, and I will be updating you as I see information come in. And if you see it before I see it, please let me know so I can report on it. And what do you think this creature in the window is? Is that an actual non-human being that we are seeing on video? Is that a hoax? judging by the reaction of the people taking the video, either they are very good actors, including the dog, or this is a genuine event. This is a non-human we are looking at in this picture. That's kind of where I'm going. You know, I'm on the fence, but I am definitely leaning in favor of this being a true non-human that we are looking at on this video. So the question is it an ally of the beings in silver? Is it one of the beings in silver? Is it an enemy of the beings in silver? A neutral observer? What is going on with this being? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video or gotten something out of it, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. Smash the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media. There's Facebook and Twitter links below. I'd love to see you guys there. And there are plenty of other videos to check out on the channel. And I'll see you next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road signing out.